All right, that was called Dark Roast, and so we can play it at night. The picture that you are looking at, this young woman, this is Brianna Suggs. She served as the chief fundraiser for the New York City Mayor, Eric Adams. It is, or it was her home, Adams' fundraiser, whose home was raided by the FBI, had odd financial arrangement with the campaign. So you might want to know a little about her. I do. So let me just tell you, this is coming from Politico. I'll just read a little bit of it. It was published on January the 18th of this year. In New York City Mayor Eric Adams has an unusual financial arrangement with his former chief fundraiser, a 25-year-old whose home was recently raided by the FBI. Brianna Suggs, who worked as an intern for Adams in Brooklyn Borough Hall, was paid on commission by the mayor's reelection team, an unorthodox employment structure that netted her nearly $280,000, to be exact, $279,836, nearly over a 2-year period. In total, Suggs' cut amounted to just under 10% of the nearly $3 million in contributions she brought in between February 2022 and November 2023, when she was removed from the job and given clerical duties following the federal raid. Her earnings totaled 6 times more than 51,500 she made during the entirety of Adams' successful 2020 run for mayor. Think about that. Her cut. Is that what they get paid? Is that typical? Would that be typical? I don't know. But let me continue. Typically, it goes on to say, political fundraisers make a flat rate on New York City mayoral races. So it's not typical going with the type of deal that Suggs negotiated for herself, risk paying more than the going rate, according to John Caney of government reform group Reinvent Albany. Quoting, it's unusual. If you're going to give a consultant that much, it's all money that is not being spent on the actual election of the mayor, Kinney said, referring to phone banks or door knocking. You don't see Suggs' arrangement, it's saying that much. They're just not in the culture of New York City and state fundraising. Revelations of the odd arrangement add just one more layer of intrigue to Adams' political operation. Federal prosecutors are investigating the mayor's successful 2021 campaign for potential collusion with the Turkish government and accepting prohibited contributions from foreign nationals via a Brooklyn based Turkish construction company. I had heard about that, the rumors that the mayor had received, Eric Adams, had received alleged, contributions. As part of that probe, FBI agents raided Suggs' Brooklyn house November 2nd and seized electronic devices and materials that appeared to be pertaining to the campaign. No one has been charged. Well, that was January the 18th, so I'm giving you a little background. Now we know an indictment came down today. Vito Pitta, the campaign's compliance attorney, told Politico that Suggs inked a contract in early 2022 that earned her 10% of funds raised. So, pretty nice package, wouldn't you say, or contract that she negotiated to be part of that, fundraiser, or to help to raise funds, cash. So some of that cash went toward others working for her firm. So she had her own firm. It was called, or is called, Suggs Solutions. So that's what she charged. And she inked the deal. And she was paid 10% of funds raised. So she had that as a contract. She was entitled to it, right? I mean, it was a deal. It was a contract. Peter declined to answer further questions about the arrangement, but noted Suggs worked on data entry and assisted with processing the campaign filings. Ms. Suggs helped raise a record amount of support for the campaign, and she had been compensated fairly for her hard work. He said that in a statement. Commission contracts like the ones inked between Suggs and Adams' campaign were once common. This according to Basil Smikle Jr., former head of the New York State Democratic Party. But they have since fallen out of fashion in part because they can make life unpredictable for the fundraising. If it's a long haul campaign, there's a chance you may get a lot up front. Smilo, who worked for a rival mayoral campaign in 2021, but it will start to dwindle toward the end, and you might want to make sure your salary is not dependent on a bad poll or a bad month. I'm going to pause right here. There's more to read about this Brianna Suggs and what she was paid, what the unusual arrangement was, what the commission style arrangement might be appropriate for a short job, and another consultant granted an anonymity for similar reasons said such an arrangement could end up providing perverse incentives to the fundraiser who might want to have the candidate spend more time with donors instead of voters in the later stages of a race. There's always money involved. It averaged out over her nearly 2-year stint. Her compensation comes out around $14,000 per month. So she was paid at the high end for experienced fundraisers. I said I was going to come out and get your reaction just to that. Nearly $280,000. But she inked the deal. Do you see anything wrong with that? She negotiated the contract and between her and Eric Adams, 10%. But she had staff to pay too, right? I don't know. Nothing surprises you anymore. Nothing surprise. I know. It's like, wow. The Essence Aesthetics joins us tonight, says, is it illegal or just unethical? Or is it either? It's just unusual. That's what it seems to be, unusual. And this took place in the past. So this political is saying it's not common now, but that's what she earned. Mhm. Mhm. Let's see what else. So Suggs payments were erratic and doled out in seemingly arbitrary amounts, with more than two-thirds coming in the last 6 months of 2023, according to records from the Regulatory Campaign Finance Board. Again, it averaged out nearly 14,000 per month. One Democratic operative who was granted anonymity to discuss someone else's campaign strategy. Did I say that correctly? Anonymity. I hope I did. Said a commission style arrangement might be appropriate for a short job or financially risky political action committee, but not a mayoral race where flat fees are the norm. So maybe not. Again, it was an unusual arrangement. Also, this another consultant who was granted anonymity for similar reasons said such an arrangement could end up providing, as I said, perverse incentives. The full scope of Suggs' compensation became clear Tuesday evening when the CFB released Adams' fundraising records for the latter half of 2023. Suggs received her last payment on November 1st. It was $63,967. Suggs enjoys a close relationship to Adams and his inner circle, and the mayor's chief advisor, Ingrid Lewis Martin, claims her as her goddaughter. Suggs also works for an Adams aligned PAC called Striving for a Better New York. In the wake of the FBI raid, Adams praised her as an essential component of his reelection effort. I feel confident in her integrity and how hard she works, he said in November. Now, I wonder what she would say. That was in January. Wonder how she feels about this indictment. And the records and boxes or folders that were removed from her home that ended up being part, we'll just say allegedly, why this investigation took place to begin with. Yeah. Let's see. One more comment. I find this interesting, but since I don't discuss politics, I shall listen only. All right. It is 10:53. Wow. This hour has almost ended. Let me check my email one more time and I will be right back. You know what, Junebug? I had thoughts much the same. For her age, was it 25? Inexperience and, a business. 25? Well, I mean, you could be 25 and have at least, a couple of years, 2 or 3, maybe out of college. Tongue in cheek, but she negotiated a contract, right? And she had her own business. And it was successful in that, look, he's in office. So it was effective campaign strategy. She was working hard. That's what Eric Adams said about her. Hard worker. So if you talk to her tonight about what she earned, she probably would tell you she's a hard worker. Yeah. She's smart. At least, yeah. Right? I think that will do it for me, though. It is just about 11 o'clock. I appreciate all of you who joined me tonight for that update. We will be following it whenever the mayor, Eric Adams, turns himself in and whether or not the indictment will be unsealed. We shall find out. Biggest bear hugs go out to all the Grizzlies. Please hit the like on your way out. Follow me again on all social media. Email me at unwindwithteddy@gmail.com. Join me tomorrow morning for Messy Mocha. Again, shout out to all of you that follow me on social media. That will do it for me. Mimi Twin comes in right here at the end, says, looks like Adams will be joining his buddy Bishop Whitehead in the jumpsuits. It's like if they lined up everyone this year who have received indictments, what would that class picture look like? For now, we'll just have to imagine. That's it for me. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Good night.
Popping bottle champagnes all night. running up your mouth like it's all fine. She looking like a she looking like a in a skirt tie. 너 뭔데 자꾸 어쩌고 저쩌고 입을 놀리는 거야. 너 혹시나 예쁘다고 질투하는 거야. 그래봤자 타격감은 1도 없을 텐데 시하고 유니크한 그게 나. Every day and night 단 나답게 oh 단 나답게 Every day and night 당당하게 야야야 나 제발 오히려 난 되겠네 따가운 텐션한 몸에 다 들어봐 I'm not talking I'll bring the house down 내 등장으로 긴장한 질투 어린 시선들은 이미 패스 날 스캔하는 이 남자 한 수 잘해 나였음 벌써 이미 패스 너 뭔데 자꾸 비주얼 거주알 일러 바치는 거야 너 제가 죽으라면 죽는 신용이라도 할 거야? 좀 주체적으로 살아봐 인생을 말이야 네가 없으면 빈몸으로 살아야 될 거 아니야 Every day and night 단 나답게 oh 단 나답게 Every day and night 당당하게 야야야 나 제발 오히려 난 되겠네 따가운 텐션한 몸에 다 들어봐 I'm not Try me out Watch me stir in the pot Turn it upside down 나 오히려 난 되겠네 따가운 텐션한 몸에 다 들어봐 I'm not taking it down
Just at the end, couldn't help but to laugh at your comment. Rico careers are high on the list these days. Well, it seems like they are. Thanks for watching. Good night.